Hey, good morning. I'm letting the car warm up. I got some groceries to pick up since I can use my fridge now. Made me a little Walmart order for cold stuff and some things that I want to make for today. Now I found out what was wrong with my I found out what was wrong with my fridge. It's not even the fridge. Everything was out of it except for what was, the condiments and whatnot, stuff like that. And so I knew either way, whether I get a new fridge or they fix this one, I was going to have to take everything out of it, put it in a cooler or do something. So I pulled out a container of all my extracts I keep in there to keep them fresh. I set it on the counter, went about my business. What I was going to do was go ahead and wash them off, in case the odor had got on them, and set them aside because I knew they didn't have to be refrigerated. Then I would at least have that much out of my way. I didn't get to it right then, so I set them on the counter, which is beside the fridge, and I was doing some other things, and I'd come over to the sink and go, and I kept smelling it. I'm like, why? I shut that refrigerator door long enough ago. I should not be smelling that. And I looked at that container of extracts. The one that I just bought for my Christmas cake is vanilla butternut. It was turned upside down on top of the other bottles, and it's one of the big bottles because it was the only one that I could afford. Even though I didn't need that much, it's the one I could afford because it was expensive. I used to have way back all the Watkins extracts, and that's when they come in the big tall, I don't know if y'all remember the big tall clear bottles. Anyway, it's long gone, and I hadn't needed it unless I made the pound cake, and I hadn't made the pound cake in years. And then I just used vanilla. I didn't even buy it because I wasn't doing Amazon or nothing then. And all but the last little drop had drained out into the bottom of that container. And I stuck my nose down there. I was like, yep. I called David. I said, I'm 99.9% sure I found it. And that's what it was. So I washed all those bottles, set them aside. They still have the odor that got in the label, so I'm going to have to find somewhere to put them that I don't want that smell permeating everything. Let me just tell you, vanilla butternut makes a delicious pound cake. Air freshener, not so much. It's not good. It is not good. I pulled everything out of the refrigerator. I had already cleaned the freezer out because that's where it was really the strongest. It was just like shooting out of it was terrible. And I got the inside washed, all the bottles and things washed, put back in, got some baking soda in there because as soon as I took it out, the smell in the fridge came out with it. And it had not got into the walls of it or nothing like that. And then I've got some baking soda, and I put a baking soda up in the freezer. It has not taken it out of the freezer yet. I think it's up in the motor mechanism, whatever it is in the freezer that makes the freezer do its thing. All the ice cubes I have to throw out because they soak it in immediately. So if it does not come out of that freezer, I don't know what I'm gonna have to. We'll have to buy a new one because it will be useless. The freezer will be useless if we cannot get that smell out. So I've got to Google if there's something stronger. Maybe there's something from the hardware store that I can get that will help draw that smell out. Because if it's caught up in there and it don't come out, y'all, we in trouble. But anyway, what I'm doing today is a meal prep. I'm just calling it my way because yesterday I got to thinking, my word's fighting. I got to start fighting. Now, when I first started Weight Watchers in April of 2018, I started on Simply Feeling. What I did yesterday was, I went on Connect, and that's part of the WW app. In case you don't know, that is their social feature. I was very active on it back then, very active before I found Instagram, and then I started being active on Instagram, and then I found YouTube, and Instagram suffered. Connect suffered first, and Instagram suffered. Facebook has suffered. YouTube is it's taken a lot of time for me. It might not look like it, but it does. I hadn't perfected it. So I come across the calendar that I had made. You know how you have those calendars and each month you put on what you lost or gained that month? I saw the one where I started in April, and I still remember I gained 5.5 pounds my very first month on Weight Watchers. And boy, the fact that I kept going was NSV, that I didn't even know what NSV meant. And it went all the way to November. So after I Gained weight the first month. To November, I lost over 36 pounds. So that's when I was successful. I was doing what I needed to do. I was on plan. I was on target. I had my mindset right. Went on vacation in September. So September and October, that's when I got off track. I had a less than a pound gain each one of those months. Big old loss in November, which y'all know that's how it goes, except for those first few months. It was a loss every month, up to over 36 pounds. So I'm like, I'm scrolling through Connect. I had to go way back, a year ago, to see what I was doing. And I saw some food and some things I did. I'm like, you need to go back to your basics. They're not everybody's basics. They're my basics. So it's not a meal prep as in you're going to get to see big suppers and, stuff like that. It is just things that I do that put together make me successful for the week. So I'm not going to show you how to boil eggs. Now, I did show you how to boil them in the little egg bite things. That's how I'm gonna do it today. I'm not gonna show you how to cut oranges, but I'm gonna show you what I have decided that's gonna help me stay on plan this week. I already have my suppers planned, so that's taken care of. My breakfast and my snacks and my lunch, that's where I have my downfall. Breakfast I'm usually pretty good at. If I don't fix something that I can heat up every day, I don't mind making some, bacon and eggs or something like that. Breakfast don't bother me. Lunch and snacks, that's where it gets me. So, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you meal prep my way. And I hope you enjoy it. And I'm going to turn my heat on now because I can't blow it while I'm talking to y'all or you won't hear me. So, I'm going to head and get my groceries at Walmart, come home, and get started. Okay, here's my little... I finally got my refrigerator back haul and a couple things I didn't get before. So we got David's favorite yogurt and bananas, and he wanted some French onion dip with all them tater chips I got him, if y'all saw those last week, and his raisin bran and shampoo. And I'm making salmon patties. I got stuff for prep today too. Salmon patties and some clam chowder. Let's see, did they give me the... I ordered chopped, but we'll take it. Is that one? Oh, one chopped and one minced. So we're going to have multi-textured clam chowder today. That'll be our new recipe. Dude, he ordered a couple of his little dinners he likes. And I got the hash browns because I thought I was going to make hash cakes. I did a cook with me. Or, I call them less cook. I did a less cook last week or week before. I thought I was going to make that for breakfast, and I changed my mind. And then I need some crackers for my salmon patties and for my clam chowder. Then my coffee made and ready whipped to go with my other stuff I'm making, and his orange juice and milk. And then obviously, always eggs. And look at this little puny little seedless cucumber. I don't even know they made them that little. That, and I think, honestly, I got these to go with something I changed my mind about. But we'll eat them. Well, I will. And then his turkey bacon. He likes this lower sodium turkey bacon and lettuce. I'm going to make me some salads. And then they actually had both fat-free cheeses, which, they're not my favorite, but I'll eat them. So, there you have it. I'm going to go over here and finally make our breakfast. I'm going to take you along, too. Here's what I plan on having for breakfast this week. I just call it a grits bowl. I've got 2 packs of instant grits in the bottom. And I know I am Southern, but instant grits do not bother me. I do not have time to stand here and cook no grits. Plus, if you ever have, if they sit in that pot, when you pick that spoon up, the whole pot's going to come out in one piece. So, grits do not cook ahead well. Not in my experience. If you know how to cook grits ahead and make them where they're edible the rest of the week, please comment below and let me know, because I would love to know. I'd cook a batch of real grits. Well, these are real grits. They're just ground fine. That's all. So, there are 3 points a pack. 1 pack is not enough. It's just not. And if you eat a hearty breakfast, you can lighten up on lunch if you don't have very many points. So to me, it's not a big deal. Then I put 2 fried eggs. The best part is the yolk coming out. That's the best part. I put 1 point worth of the Jones Canadian bacon. You can get up to 4 slices, but you can see this is 2 slices and it is way plenty. You don't really need more than that. Yeah, but obviously you can have it if you want it. I wanted more grits, but I'm fine on the ham. And then, if you can see it, there is 0 points worth of the Cabot 75% cheese. I have the fat-free cheese, but I think it's better normally when it's mixed in something. And this Cabot has a good flavor to top things. So 3/8 of an ounce was 0 points. So there you have it. There is my breakfast for the week. I might switch it up some days and put some of the already cooked bacon on it, because you can get like 2 slices of that for a point. Whatever I can get for a point. So I may mix it up and do that, but there you have it. I want to show you a great little dessert I discovered on Connect back in 2018 at the beginning of my journey. This is from Daniel, known as Captain Cupcake. If you are on Connect, you know him. I'll have his name in the description box. He also has a website, Guilt Free Gourmet. I think it might be .net. It'll be in the description box. This recipe is not in his cookbooks. This was one, if you followed him back in his early days, oh, he's got over 100,000 followers, I think now. Back in his early days when he was just getting started, he would give us things like this. Pumpkin pie pudding. It is 4 servings, just 1 can of pumpkin. It makes 4 servings at only 1 point per serving. And it is so tasty. I don't know why I don't make it more often. That's why I was telling you. I went through Connect to inspire myself of myself. Does that sound weird? I needed to see what I did back then that worked. To that, we just need 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Oh, I'm getting low. Then to that, we just need 1 box of instant sugar-free vanilla pudding. This is your points. 1/4 of the box is 1 point. This recipe makes 4 servings. So there's your 1 point. Now, I have made these for my husband. And they're higher points, obviously. Let's whisk this in before we add the milk. I made these for my husband in those little Keebler graham cracker tart shells. I know you know what I'm talking about. They come, what, 6 to a little pack. Now, it's still 1 point for 4 servings. If you spread it out to 6, you have to do in the recipe builder, and then add the points for your crust. But it is a nice little pumpkin pie substitute. No bake tube, which makes it even nicer. Okay, then we just want regular unsweetened almond milk, 1/4 of a cup. See why I wanted to get in my my pudding and my spice first? Because you knew that was going to happen. Let me just hold this up here, y'all. I'm in my chair that David fixed for me. It is such a help. Oh, it is such a help. Now, when you eat this, you be sure and eat your fat-free Ready Whip, because, ooh, that just sets it off. And I have 4 little containers, which I think are 1 cup size. I'm not going to get out no 1/2 cup, because you know what? Most of it's going to stick to the cup and then be scraping that out. I'm just going to eyeball 4 servings of this. know how to take out of one and put in another too if I need to. If it looks too big. I think I've got them even up enough. It took me longer to scoop the pudding in these little containers, I think, than it did to actually mix it up. So now I'm going to make some chocolate pudding from the box, but I'm not going to show you how to do that. Okay, so here we go. Here is the fruits of my 2-hour labor. That's what it took me, 2 hours from start to finish. Like almost 2 hours on the dot. And that's with checking recipes, filming, sitting over there cooking, the whole nine. So I'm quite pleased with, I call it my old new, because I used to do this and then I stopped. So I'm going to do it again because I want to be successful. And this here is what helps me be successful. This keeps me from foraging. This keeps me from reaching for stuff I shouldn't reach for. And I want you to notice, you do not see a bag of chip in this area. You'll see some crackers with my soup here, but you don't see no chips and all that. I have my sweets because I'm not going to deny that, please. I'm not denying the sweets. Let me tell you what I did. I made 6 servings of clam chowder. Now, Weight Watcher fried it is, I'll have a let's cook up with later in the week, so I'll have all the information on that. Just some grapes and oranges. Can you believe that is only 3 oranges? Those things are so big. So I'm wanting to try to have that with my breakfast. You saw my breakfast. There's nothing on there to prep. I'll just make that, as I go, day by day. Then for another lunch, this is lunch or snacks, whatever, because I have to eat every few hours. Some of you don't have to. I have to. I made good old salmon patties the exact way I've made them my whole life. Just fried them in a little less oil. So what you're going to get is a cook with me for good old southern salmon patties the way my mama made them. And 2 boiled eggs. Now I made the eggs in my little egg bite mold, and it only makes 7. So one day I have 4. It makes 4 patties. I have one day there's only 1 egg. And then pour eggs. I put them in the Instant Pot, put the water, set the timer. I went off over here cooking and carrying on, and looked over there and it said burn. I have never, as long as I've had those Instant Pots, had a burn notice, and that's no joke. I'm like, what burned? It was water. I forgot to put the ring in it. So they steamed completely dry and still got done. So I'm good with it. I'm not going to do it again on purpose, but I'm good with it. Then these are just prepackaged shredded lettuce with the cucumber and onion in it. Why can I take it out of one bag and put it in 5 little bags? Because this I'll grab and eat. If I got to pull out some lettuce, put it in a bowl, cut a cucumber, and get my onion bowl out, I'm not going to eat it. I'm just not. See, I know me. That's where you got to learn. You got to know you. You can't do what Sally Joe does unless what Sally Joe does is what helps you. So if what I do helps you, then do it. Otherwise, find somebody that does help you. I got no problem with that. You think I'm not... I ain't cornering the market on this YouTube business. Please. You find what works for you. This is what works for me. Okay, now this... Y'all saw that. That's my pumpkin pie pudding. These are just 4 little sugar-free chocolate puddings. Just the Jell-O chocolate fudge kind. Delicious. And 13 of the Lily's Dark Mini Chips for 0 points. And of course, both of these we'll have to eat with our fat-free Ready Whip. That is a must. So, I think I did pretty good. I don't know. What do y'all think? I think I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to see how this week goes. I'm going to see how strong I am. I'm going to see how good I fight. And hopefully I'll have some results next week. Of course, now it's only Sunday. I've not done too good up until now. So I've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then weigh in on Thursday. We'll see. It is what it is. Ain't that what we say? So anyway, there you have it. There is my meal prep for this week.